Hello, my friends. Welcome to Luna English Podcast. This is Luna. Today I've been reflecting on how some people seem calm, clear, and steady no matter what happens around them. They don't rush, they don't panic, they don't live on autopilot. This topic matters because many of us feel busy but not fulfilled, active but not intentional. We react all day long to messages, problems, emotions, and then we wonder why life feels tiring. Today, we explore the habits of the top thinkers, not in terms of money or status, but in how they use their mind. These people are not special or lucky. They simply train themselves to pause, to respond, and to think long term. This way of thinking can change how you feel, how you act, and how you grow. We begin by noticing that most life happens in small moments. A thought, a choice, a reaction. When you learn to slow down inside, you start to see these moments clearly. And when you see clearly, you can choose better, step by step, day by day, with calm intention guiding you forward. And if this little moment of learning feels helpful to you, I'd be glad if you pressed like and subscribed to the channel. It keeps us connected and it supports this quiet space where we learn and grow together. Your small action truly helps more listeners find their way here. What is the difference between reacting and responding, and why does it matter so much? Reacting is fast, emotional, and often automatic, while responding is slower, calmer, and conscious. Most people react because the brain likes comfort and speed. A message feels rude, so you answer quickly. A problem feels scary, so you avoid it. Elite thinkers train themselves to pause, even for a short moment, and ask what the best response is. This pause creates space. In that space, you gain control. You stop being pushed by emotions and start guiding your actions. This habit protects your energy and your focus. Over time, responding builds trust with yourself. You begin to feel steady instead of rushed. Life feels less noisy. You don't need to win every moment. You choose what matters. This way of thinking grows with practice, not pressure. Each time you pause instead of react, you strengthen your mind. Small pauses may feel simple, but they slowly change the direction of your life, quietly and powerfully. Why do some people choose clarity when comfort feels easier? Comfort feels good now, but clarity helps you later. Many people avoid hard thoughts, honest reflection, or quiet time because it feels uncomfortable. Top thinkers do the opposite. They choose clarity, even when it feels heavy. They sit with questions. They face truth. They look at their habits without blame. This creates direction. Comfort often keeps you the same, but clarity helps you move forward. When you understand what you want, what you avoid, and why you act a certain way, life feels simpler. Decisions become lighter. You stop guessing. You stop copying others. Clarity doesn't mean life is easy. It means life is honest. Over time, this honesty reduces stress. You don't need to escape your feelings. You understand them. Choosing clarity is a daily habit. It starts with listening to your inner voice instead of distracting it. When you do this gently and often, your mind becomes a place of guidance, not confusion. How can failure become useful instead of painful? Many people see failure as proof that they are not good enough. Elite thinkers see it as information. Failure shows what didn't work, not who you are. This shift changes everything. When you remove personal judgment, you can learn faster. You become curious instead of ashamed. This mindset makes growth feel safer. You try again with more awareness. Failure stops feeling final. It becomes part of the process. This doesn't mean ignoring feelings. Disappointment still exists, but it doesn't control you. You observe it. You learn from it. You move forward calmly. Over time, this builds confidence that is quiet and real. You trust yourself because you know you can adjust. You stop fearing mistakes. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You take steady steps. When failure becomes data, progress becomes natural. You don't rush. You don't quit. You stay present and patient, knowing every attempt adds something valuable to your understanding. Why does thinking long-term help you act better today? Long-term thinking shifts your focus from quick pleasure to lasting results. When you think about tomorrow, next month, or next year, small choices gain meaning. Elite thinkers ask how today's action will feel later. This question creates discipline without force. You don't need strong motivation. You need clear direction. Long-term thinking helps you say no to things that drain you and yes to things that build you. It reduces regret. You stop living only for the moment. This doesn't mean life becomes boring. It becomes intentional. You enjoy things more because they fit your values. Daily habits feel lighter because they serve a purpose. Even rest feels earned and peaceful. Over time, this way of thinking builds momentum. You don't change your life in one day. You shape it slowly. Each choice becomes a vote for the future you want, calm, steady, and aligned with who you are becoming. How do the people around you influence your mind? Your environment quietly trains your thoughts. The words you hear, the attitudes you see, and the habits you copy all shape how you think. Elite thinkers are careful with this. They choose environments that support clarity and growth. This doesn't mean cutting people off. It means noticing energy. Some spaces create noise, others create calm. When your environment supports focus, your mind feels lighter. You don't need to fight constant distraction. Conversations feel meaningful. You feel encouraged to grow, not rushed to perform. Over time, your standards rise naturally. You begin to think more clearly because your surroundings reflect the life you want. This is a gentle but powerful habit. You slowly adjust what you allow into your mental space. You protect your attention. This protection creates peace, and peace allows deeper thinking, better choices, and steady personal development without pressure or comparison. What is quiet consistency, and why is it so effective? Quiet consistency is showing up without needing attention or praise. It's doing small actions every day, even when no one notices. Elite thinkers trust this process. They don't chase big moments. They build strong foundations. This approach removes pressure. You don't need to feel inspired. You just need to continue. Small actions feel manageable. Over time, they compound. Your confidence grows because you keep promises to yourself. This builds self-respect. Quiet consistency also reduces stress. You're not rushing to change everything at once. You're moving steadily. This pace is sustainable. Life feels balanced. Progress feels natural. Even on difficult days, you do something small. That small step keeps momentum alive. This habit teaches patience. You learn that growth doesn't need noise. It needs commitment. Slowly, quietly, your life shifts in a way that feels stable and deeply rewarding. Why do personal promises matter more than external goals? When you keep promises to yourself, you strengthen trust inside. Elite thinkers value this deeply. They know self-trust is the base of confidence. Big goals often fail because they feel distant. Small promises feel close. You say you will do something, and you do it. This creates alignment between thought and action. Over time, this alignment reduces inner conflict. You stop feeling divided. Your mind and behavior work together. This brings calm. Even simple promises matter. Waking up on time, practicing a skill, pausing before reacting. Each promise kept sends a message that you are reliable. This reliability builds momentum. You don't need motivation. You have identity. You see yourself as someone who follows through. This identity shapes future choices naturally. You don't push yourself harshly, you guide yourself kindly. And that kindness creates strength that lasts. Why do elite thinkers focus on awareness instead of control? Control creates tension, awareness creates understanding. When you try to control every thought or feeling, you feel tired. Elite thinkers observe instead. They notice patterns without judgment. This awareness brings freedom. You see when you're distracted, stressed, or reactive. You don't fight it. You adjust gently. This approach reduces resistance. Life feels smoother. Awareness helps you respond wisely because you understand what's happening inside. Over time, this skill improves emotional balance. You feel grounded. You're not pulled by every impulse. Awareness also increases clarity. You understand your habits, triggers, and needs. This understanding guides better choices. Control is rigid. Awareness is flexible. Elite thinkers choose flexibility. It allows growth without pressure. You become curious instead of critical. This mindset supports long-term change that feels natural, calm, and deeply sustainable. How can slowing down help you choose better? Speed often hides mistakes. Slowing down reveals options. Elite thinkers don't rush important decisions. They create space. This space allows emotions to settle. When emotions settle, clarity appears. Slowing down doesn't mean doing less. It means acting with intention. You pause before speaking. You pause before agreeing. This pause protects your energy. Decisions become aligned with your values, not your mood. Over time, this habit saves time and stress. You fix fewer problems because you create fewer problems. Slowing down also improves listening. You hear yourself and others more clearly. This improves relationships and focus. Life feels less chaotic. You feel present. When you slow down, you stop chasing and start choosing. This choice builds confidence that is calm, not loud, and this calm confidence supports consistent progress in every area of life. How can discipline feel gentle instead of heavy? Many people think discipline means force. Elite thinkers see it as structure. Structure supports freedom. When your day has simple routines, your mind relaxes. You don't decide everything again and again. Discipline becomes a friend. It guides you when motivation is low. This removes guilt. You don't wait to feel ready. You act because it's part of who you are. Gentle discipline respects energy. You don't push too hard. You stay consistent. This balance prevents burnout. Over time, discipline builds trust and stability. You feel capable. Life feels organized. You don't need extreme effort. You need steady direction. Discipline without pressure creates space for creativity, rest, and growth. It allows you to move forward calmly, knowing your system supports you even on difficult days. How do your thoughts influence how you feel each day? Thoughts guide emotions. Elite thinkers are careful with their inner language. They don't speak harshly to themselves. They choose words that create calm. This doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means addressing them kindly. When your thinking is supportive, emotions settle faster. You recover quicker from stress. You don't stay stuck. This balance improves resilience. You feel stable even during challenges. Over time, this habit builds emotional intelligence. You understand your feelings instead of fearing them. This understanding reduces impulsive reactions. You respond with clarity. Emotional balance allows better focus and relationships. Life feels less heavy. You carry challenges without losing yourself. This way of thinking creates inner safety, and when you feel safe inside, growth feels possible and steady. Why do small actions matter more than big plans? Big plans can feel exciting but heavy. Small actions feel doable. Elite thinkers respect this. They know momentum comes from movement, not perfection. Each small action creates energy. This energy leads to the next step. Over time, progress becomes visible. You feel encouraged. You continue. Small actions reduce fear. You don't feel overwhelmed. You stay present. This builds confidence naturally. You see yourself improving. You trust the process. Momentum grows quietly. Life changes without drama. This approach reduces pressure and increases joy. You're not chasing results. You're building habits. Habits shape identity. Identity shapes life. Small actions repeated daily become powerful forces of change, steady and reliable. How can you stop living on autopilot? Awareness is the first step. Elite thinkers regularly check in with themselves. They ask why they do what they do. This question breaks patterns. You notice habits that no longer serve you. You adjust gently. Autopilot feels easy but empty. Conscious living feels intentional and meaningful. This doesn't require constant effort. It requires presence. You notice your choices. You slow down. You decide with care. Over time, life feels richer. You're not just busy, you're aligned. This alignment reduces regret and confusion. You feel connected to your actions. Each day becomes a chance to practice intention. You don't need to change everything. You need to notice more. And this noticing quietly transforms how you live and grow. What does it mean to think like the top 1%? It means choosing awareness over impulse, clarity over comfort, and consistency over intensity. This way of thinking is not dramatic, it's quiet and steady. You build it through daily choices. You pause, you reflect, you keep small promises. Over time, your mind becomes a safe, focused place. Life feels calmer, decisions feel easier, you trust yourself. This path is open to anyone. You don't need special talent. You need patience and intention. Each day is practice. Each moment is a choice. When you choose to respond instead of react, you step into control. And with control comes freedom. This is not about being perfect. It's about being present. And presence is the foundation of a clear, disciplined, and peaceful life. And if this episode felt helpful or comforting in any way, I'd be grateful if you liked the video and subscribed to the channel. It helps you stay close to the next lesson, and it also keeps this quiet learning space alive and growing.